Hello peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Geek Tries Final Fantasy 14. I think it's part 279. I didn't jot it down, so I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll find out in a minute. Anyway, I've got my brew. Lovely Sunday morning, bit cloudy, expecting a bit of rain. Who cares? I don't. I'm in my box room. I hope you're all keeping alright. Oh, lovely. And we're having a good weekend. Right, let's get comfy. Let's start. Right, we just buried them two people, didn't we, who didn't trust us. Oh, well, more fool them. I could be an heartless bastard. Excuse me, COVID. I've got a bit of a chesty cough today. I hope it's not the coof. Ooh. Right, well, pewter foot gear. Well, I had... Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, I remember why the trousers didn't pop up. But it'd be interesting to see what they're like. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should then send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now, itchy nose, take a swig. Do everything in our power to prevent further can't speak this Sunday morning. Tragedy. Oh, bloody hell. Let us linger here no more. Come. Oh, go and speak with Phil Oakey. Well, God, I should have pulled the blind down. It's a bit bright. Good. Fast travel. Not going to mess about. I hope it's not going to be another boring episode today, just going around. Right, oh, right, up in this building. There she is. Alice and Alfie tell me they have finished their preliminary search, but refrain from saying much more than that. They're reluctant to provide details. Might I ask you for your account? Didn't believe us. Ran off. Got killed.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvus is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
We know all that. Well, most of it.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babil stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
It's called a radio.
Varus spoke to them through this radio.
Is it a DAB one?
Perhaps it was a recording,
Or an
but
FM.
if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Where is it? No, is it Crona? Yeah, it is, isn't
A
it?
young man was caught
Yeah.
trying to steal our supplies. He's a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
Okay.
I think we do.
No shit, Sherlock.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Albert, Alfie and Alice. That's it, do some karaoke.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Oh, right, okay. Alfie.
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
I'm going with you. What would your mother say? Yeah. He's got a thing about their mum. He likes a MILF.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Stroppy mare, innit? Actually, that's wrong, innit? Because he's a bloke, not female, so he can't be a mare. Still stroppy, though. Right. Phil, what you got for us? Come on. You will be received as invited guests, so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Oh. Can't they just run in and kill everybody? Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the fury... May the fairy watch out for you. Sorry. I saw this thing about fairies. Not fairies, furries. People who dress up in costumes. I just thought, well, I've seen it all now. And I've seen a lot of shit. Are you and the children ready? Ooh, snidey bastard. Go on, Alfie, smack him. We'll explain the route once we're outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we'll judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. Do you know who you're talking to, pal? That's Albert. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation, says Phil. Right. Where's he gone? Gotta go this way. Well, he's saying go in there. Unless it's round the back. Ah, there they are. Okay, Julius. Go on, Jules. This is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over the hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead, I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alice and he's Alfie. And last but not least, that's Albert. Dun dun dun! Where have I heard that before? No matter, Alfie and Alice. We'll watch. No matter, Alfie and Alice will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. Oh, I see where he's going. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Alright, he's going to accompany me, is he? Yes. Right, we off. Have you not got a dragon you can use? This is boring. I'm still trying to find something, because obviously this isn't what's reckon a month, maybe 2 to finish it, because I'm not doing any other DLCs that is downloaded. Just finish this one, Endwalkers, and call it a day. But then what to do after that? Because I definitely want to do Starfield when it comes out, but that's not till next year. Oh. What's he got to say? This is it, the first stop. We've been here before. Looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. These your headquarters. No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept your side of the bargain, we can carry on. North of the station is Registon Warren, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the street in packs. They'll tear us to shed. You give them a chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? Complete. Let's have a look first. Inventory. Pewter footgear. Use. Armory chest. +7. And they are the toadskin, so yeah, me buying those trousers are the ones that I got, so that's alright. +7. I need to check something, don't I? Character. Boots. Determination, a critical hit, 122. Compared to, what was it again? Direct hit rate 88, hasn't got critical hit. I'll put them on. Equip. Get the materia back. Begin. Okay, from here we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. Is that the railway, is it? Okay. While the route itself straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Will try to avoid detection. Those two will follow us provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to have their guide, I will not take that chance. Where are we going? Where are we off to? Get on me dragon. Where is it? Around the back. Oh shit. Stay close to the wall. See some greens. That's got him. Right, Jules. Our contingent as a cure for the afflicted or tempered, as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody. That way we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Oh, nice fella. Right. Back on the old dragon. Let's go this way. Come on. Dum 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 da dum. Oh, see, Julius is putting up a fight then. Little bastard. Looks like we're not being followed. Continue onwards. Move the map over a bit. Let's go behind this thing. Piss off. Ah. Go away. Run away so that they leave me alone. She's gone. Good. Couldn't be bothered. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of desire to remain undiscovered. That is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Right. Get on the dragon then. Where are we going? Ah. Okay. Right, Julius. So you got for us. Look at what they've become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Yeah. Those exposed to a vast quantity may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Speak with Julius again. Where? Where are we going now? How do you get up there then? Where's that aetheryte then? It's on the map, saying it's up there somewhere. Just have a look round. Where is it? Well, it's saying there's... Well, no, but that should be up there somewhere. Don't see one. Or, unless it's underground, of course. Right, get you. Right, Jules. We're almost there. You have to keep your side of the agreement. I'll keep mine this way. It's got to be underground then. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. Sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Excuse me, COVID. How long have we been going anyway? Halfway through. Have we done nothing? Ah, there it is. Not another strike. It's plain to see why they chose this as a base of operations. They could have done a lot worse, even so I imagine it's not the best place, not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold, much like Victor's spoils. Must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guest, the other will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps.
We brought them with us, mate.
It was only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. But after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference. To make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? that we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not. Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
Okay, fine. We'll leave then.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if he allowed himself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If he refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
3/4 of the way through.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Ooh, because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meagre though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Bottle 1. On the coldest, blackest of nights.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel now, Jules? Came as emissaries and now they're locked up. Do. Right. Speak with Jules. Can I attune to this? No. Right. He's got orders. As per Lord Quintus' instructions, I'm to supervise you. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key. No, would I tell you if I did? If you're trying anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean, or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries, understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation, and above all else, don't use magic. You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. Do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us, Alfie and Alice will pay the price. Alright, gather information. Alright, let's have a look round. Yeah, I was saying about what to do next when this one's finished. I know I'm doing the Uncharted. It's you, Albert Rustynuts. I served under Lord Gaius. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends, swept them aside, as though they were nothing to you. Maybe I am too, just another faceless enemy, but it won't be long until our countrymen return, until you get what you deserve. I mean, what does he expect? So cold. I know who you are. Come to gloat of you. I'll wipe that smile off your face. You're alright. Damn, tore the sutures. Of all the times, the worst of the lot, within striking distance, I can't even muster strength. If it weren't for this for the third bleed nurse, we'd be the end of you. Regulus treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life, but we made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded, and then night fell and we gathered round the radio. Then the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this mercy, mind intact but body broken, a soldier in the name only. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Yeah, alright, pal. All bluster. The radio is the same model as the one in Victor's spoils. Pratt is what saved the soldiers from being tempered. Nobody in that one. Ciso. You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, what a biz brought you here. You'd best keep your hands off the Aetheryte. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city built by Garleans for Garleans. Could teleport you over and blink, provided there was a terminal. And we use the Aetheryte's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. Okay. Speak with Alfie. Did you learn anything? Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate. Sick and injured are at great risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they'll perish. There's precious little we can do at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Perhaps will you help me tend to them? Assist Flavius. Poppy is half bloody naked. Who's there? My eyes. There, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. I won't last much longer. You should look to the others. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives, so be it. Speak with Alfie. How are we doing on time? Those you met fare no better. I was afraid you'd say that. I know we were warned against meddling, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have his feelings on the matter, but even he must recognise they're in no position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him. Speak with Julius. Well, seen enough. The people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging. Some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still going out getting it. It's dangerous work. A lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to our last dregs. Without heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse. It's not like there's a shortage of wood. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. That one, mysterious countrymen of yours. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's word, loyal servants of the Telophoroi. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We'd identified the seat of the enemy's power. We realised Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th, saying as much and instructing them to join forces to prepare for a combined assault on the Telophoroi. Once our allies arrived, your contingent will be sent running to the hills, then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we'll bring you ceruleum. I will speak with Lord Quintus. Did he agree to it? No. Of course not. He's a stubborn bugger. He will not place Garlemald in the debt. However, being ordered to search for ceruleum outside, you will come with me. Very well, after all, many hands make light work. No, ceruleum makes light work. Sorry. Bad joke. You lot are more trouble than you're worth. What? They've done nothing wrong. You're the bastards what double-crossed them. Once we're outside, you'll follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Well, not going to start that today, are we? So we'll be doing that bit tomorrow. Right. We'll finish it on that note as it was. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your views. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all the rest of the fancy shit. You know what I mean. Thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, peeps. I'll see thee.